Ken, the solar guy again. We're back over here at the inverter. Been having some issues recently with it losing its COMM to the monitoring portal. It drops off about halfway through the day inexplicably. So they sent me a new COMM board and we're going to go ahead and install that right now. It's worthy to note, it's about 5 o'clock, 10 after 5 in the afternoon, and central, I can hear the central HVAC running. And as you can see, even this late in the day, the meter is still running backwards. And we're showing the total I've purchased from the grid was a little over 1,200 kilowatt hours, and we've got almost 2,000 that we've sold back, not to mention what the house has used. So even at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's making more than the central HVAC will draw. So that's really cool. Anyway, back to the inverter. We're going to go ahead and install that COMM panel here real quick. So there we go. Okay, well, this is the new COMM panel they sent me. And you want to go ahead and handle this with care. Make sure you don't have any static buildup on your hands or anything. There we go. So it's really nothing much. It's not going to be hard to replace this beast. So that's what she looks like all by herself. So we'll go ahead and install this, and I'll run the video so you can see how it's done in case you have to do this. Okay, well, step one on replacing the COMM panel is, and I'm really going to hate to do this in the middle of the day. Look, I mean, it's after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm still pulling in 7,800 watts of power here. That's incredible at this hour. That's crazy. Alright, well, as much as it pains me, I'm going to have to shut this down, so you can't work on this thing until she's completely shut off. So the first thing you want to do is come up under here, turn the switch to off, and then you wait here until you see DC voltage not safe. You want that to be below 50 volts. Once it drops below 50 volts, then we're going to come down and throw the DC disconnect. That will kill all of the power coming down from the panels. Once that has happened, then we'll kill the AC switch coming in off the grid. So there will be no current coming into this assembly while we have our fingers working around in there. Coming up on getting below 50 volts here any second now. Almost there. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Okay, now it's down below or close enough, so it says we can go ahead and kill this. So we're going to shut off the DC switch. That takes care of that. Now the inverter is completely powered down as far as the DC side goes. So now we're going to go ahead and throw the main switch from the grid. Now the unit is completely powered down. No DC or AC current getting into this unit. It is completely down. So now we'll pull the cover and we'll get that COMM panel replaced. Disconnect the Ethernet cable. Let that hang down. And we need to get a pair of wire cutters, a small screwdriver, so we can pull these cables off. Be right back. Okay. So pretty much what we need, this is a special screwdriver I made for this, but a jeweler's screwdriver would do the same thing. So we want to take these two little screws out, just loosen them up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. So once you get these loose, maybe come up here, just kind of pry out a little bit. So you take those leads out. Stubborn. Okay, just put those out of the way. There's no power on those, so you don't have to worry about it. So you cut your wire tie, get that out of the way. And this just unplugs down here like that. And we're done. And you got 3 screws that hold the circuit board on. Close those out. Ready? That should be all it needs to use. Except for pulling it out of the circuit board, which we just pop it. And you want to take your SD card, push in, and then up, so you can remove your SD card. You got to save your SD card for the next board. So we go get the other board. All right. So. Reverse of that, we got your plug on the back. You line it up to those plugs right there. Pardon the back of my head for a second. Boom and boom, just like that. Screws back in. Don't tighten them all, any of them up until you get all of them in the holes. The board may need to shift just a little bit to get all the bolts to line up, screws rather to line up. Fingers. There we go. They're all in there. Snug up on them. Good. Okay. Put the cable back in here. Just like that. You gotta get your switch wire. Where'd it go? There they are. Don't worry about these if you get them backwards. It's just the switch, the green button underneath that you push to turn on the backlight and scroll through the menu. Pushing some pressure on these screws, hold onto the circuit board so you don't crack it. Put some back pressure on that so you don't push in and crack the board. That'll ruin your weekend, I swear. You don't have to be uber tight either, they just need to be snug. Okay, tuck those little guys out of the way. Plug the Ethernet cable back in. Whew. Now this is the part all the geeks like. that plastic off. Alright, so now we're going to put the SD card back in and do what is the equivalent of the first time startup. So we're going to put the SD card in the SD slot. Push down and let it click back, make sure it's in there. I'm going to turn the unit on. There's the AC power. Now we'll just go ahead through the first time startup procedures, and that will also result in repairing the optimizers now too. Let's turn the power switch on. Alright, we have grid power. Alright, now we have a 5-minute wake-up period, so we have to let it go through its wake-up period before we do anything else. So now we're into the waking up period here, where, like I said, we're waiting for a 5-minute countdown. As soon as it's done doing that, then we'll do the pairing of the optimizers and the rest of the first time startup procedures. Okay. Coming back online. Looks like we're going to have to force pair these. It's not coming back up. Oh yeah, they are. There they go. Okay. Okay, so that's it, guys. We're all set. We have the communication board installed and configured, and everything's up. The comms are back up. We're communicating with the SolarEdge monitoring portal, and we're all set. So that's all for now. Talk to you later. Bye.